over the magnitude of education's role in shaping the future or the significance of a supportive educational community? Well, today we dive into the world of EdGroom, India's first educational community, to explore how it's revolutionizing the educational landscape. EdGroom is a unique platform that brings together students, teachers, parents, and institutions, creating a vibrant educational ecosystem. It's more than just a virtual classroom, it's a hub of knowledge exchange, facilitating a seamless transfer of educational resources amongst its members. Imagine a student in need of a rare book for a project, or a teacher seeking innovative teaching materials to make their lessons more engaging. Perhaps a parent looking for advice on how to support their child's academic journey, or an institution hunting for the latest educational trends to enhance their curriculum. EdGroom provides solutions to all these scenarios and more, acting as a one-stop shop for all educational needs. In this dynamic community, members not only receive but also contribute, creating a self-sustaining cycle of knowledge sharing. It's a symbiotic relationship where everyone benefits, and in the process, the quality of education is enhanced, making learning a more enriching and enjoyable experience. To summarize, EdGroom is revolutionizing the educational landscape by creating a comprehensive platform for sharing educational resources. It's a hub where students, teachers, parents, and institutions converge, exchange ideas, and contribute to each other's growth. It's a community that understands the importance of education and is dedicated to fostering a supportive and enriching environment for all its members. So as we navigate the rapidly evolving world of education, it's initiatives like EdGroom that are paving the way for a brighter, more informed future. And it all starts with recognizing the importance of education and the power of a supportive community. Remember, it's not just about acquiring knowledge, it's also about sharing it, because in the grand scheme of things, education is the most powerful tool we can use to change the world.
Hi Nita, how are you?
Actually, Teju, my exams are coming soon and I was so much worried about my preparation.
Let me suggest you an app called EdGroom. I will share you the app link and its details in WhatsApp. Go through it. EdGroom is a friendly platform where students, parents, and teachers and institutions can interact with each other. It only helps in providing preparation tips but also provide career guidance from A to UG students. Moreover, EdGroom contains 300k plus articles related to careers, courses, colleges and exams, etc. Then what are you looking for? Join EdGroom and register in www.edgroom.com. EdGroom is India's first educational community and it connects learners with mentors. Moreover, it provides personalized information to students and parents to make better decisions. For more information, follow us on Instagram page.
Good evening, all. So, Madhugaru, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Am I audible to you, sir?
Madhu sir, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I am. Am I not audible to you? Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Sir, can you hear?
Am I audible to you?
Hello?
Venkatesh, sir. Good evening.
Kajal ma'am, can you hear me?
Good evening, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here. I can hear you, sir.
Sir, am I audible to you? Good evening.
Hello?
Venkatesh here.
Sir.
Sir, am I audible to you?
Now we can hear you, sir.
Yes, thank you very much.
Right, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Uh,
Sir, I have already shared my screen.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. We will start the program in just few minutes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank
Right.
you very much.
So, good evening, all. Myself, Venkatesh Panyam, the co-founder of EdGroom. Basically, I'm a physics teacher. I'm working as a physics lecturer from last 24 years. I started my career in 2000, and so I'm continuing the same profession from last 24 years as a physics teacher. Right now, I'm working in SM classes as a senior physics faculty. We started this EdGroom in 2023 on September 5th. We launched this product with an intention to connect the teachers, students, parents across India. And we are so happy to tell you all that today our community is 52,000 strong. We have more than 30,000 students across India, 7,000 teachers across India, and nearly 4 to 5,000 parents also there. A lot of mentors are there. And we conducted nearly 70 webinars on various topics. And today we are bringing another interesting session. Very, very, very important. Everybody should have the skills, communication skills, which are very important for anyone, everybody else. So we all know that English became the global language. Talking in our own mother tongue is fine, but when you want to grab better job, when you want to work in different places, definitely language matters a lot. So those people who master the language, definitely they have a lot of opportunities in the global arena. We already conducted 3 weeks back. We conducted one session with Divya ma'am from Hyderabad, English, the language of success. With that time, we conducted one webinar where she explained how the language is going to help us in not only communicating with each other, and also it helps us to communicate our ideas. That's very, very important. And when I spoke to one of the placement officers, he said that the entire career of a student decided in just 5 minutes. Students will put thousands of hours to prepare for their academic exams. But when they face interviews, their life is decided in 5 to 10 minutes. How you present yourself before that placement officer, before that HR, that makes a lot of difference. So today, we are so happy to see Madhu sir, who is an expert in this particular field. And the moment we ask him, he readily accepted to help the student community. Thank you so much, Madhu sir, for your acceptance to give wonderful session. And
Okay.
because students, most of the time, they focus on computer skills, learning languages, C, C++, Java, Python. That's fine. You have to be good at technical. But the first thing is, if you're unable to express yourself, so even your technical skills also will not get you any job. So this is the most of the most of the time we see the problem with the students. They may be good at their subject knowledge, but when come to the presentation, when come to facing the interview, majority of the people are failing. I have a very good friend who is working in Lendi Engineering College. My friend is Dr. Haribabu. He is putting a lot of effort in educating the students. I personally seen the Lendi Language Lab also. They're putting a lot of efforts to help the students to communicate better so that they can grab better jobs. So I request all the students who are watching this webinar live in YouTube and who joined here. So definitely language is the what called as English is the language of success. No denial in it. So focus on that. Read books. Madhu sir is going to share more interesting things, how to face interview, how to improve your skills. Let us all learn from him. Today, definitely it is going to be a very good Sunday for all of us. I hope you all have a lot of learnings. And I already shared one Google Form link in chat box. Before you leave the session, please fill that Google Form. We are going to send you all the particle certificate. So without wasting much time, let me take this privilege to introduce Madhu sir. Madhukumar Kalakuri, a native of Ponduru, Srikakulam district in Andhra Pradesh. He is an associate professor of English and HOD H&BS. So I want to know what is H&BS from sir. And he is working in the Shivani College of Engineering, Chilakapalam, Srikakulam district again. He has 31 years of experience in teaching the subject of English, which is called the language of success. And we worked as a teacher, lecturer, assistant professor, associate professor for more than 30 years. And dealing the subject of English, communicate English, soft skills, organizational communication, BCSS for MBA, master trainer for the skill development courses that were organized by the state government of Andhra Pradesh, center head of DDU JKY, attended 100 plus national seminars and workshops. So thank you so much, Madhu sir. We are so pleased to have you for today's session. With a vast experience, I hope your session is going to help the student community. We are all waiting to hear from you, sir. Thank you so much for once again for accepting our invitation to share your expertise with the student community. Now your time starts, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and good evening to all the participants. I'm Madhukumar Kalakuri, Associate Professor and Head of the Department of, as Venkatesh sir just said, what is H&BS Humanities and Basic Sciences of Sri Shivani College of Engineering, Chilakapalam, Srikakulam. And I passed my MA in 1993. Since then, I've been as a professional teacher of English. And first of all, I'm very much thankful to the organizers of EdgeRoom, particularly Venkatesh sir, and also to all my great directors and members of the management of Sri Shivani Group of Colleges, my principal, my colleague HODs, staff, and of course, my dear student friends. And I also thank to my parents who has given me this wonderful birth, and also my great teachers and members of my family for their instant cooperation for doing my job in a very effective manner. Thank you very much once again for all the organizers for giving this wonderful opportunity. Today, my topic is interview skills. As just our host explained one thing regarding the importance of the particular language, English. Globally, it has been a wonderful importance today. Unless a student or anyone who wants to create his journey as a successful one in any field needs to improve his communication skills to this language only, English. Of course, I'm not denying the fact that our mother tongue is not at all good. It is 100% a very acceptable one, and it's very great. Our mother tongue is. Still, we need a good command over this particular what you call subject English. and knowledge in particular. And today, most of the students have been appearing for interviews after they successfully complete their bachelor degrees or even post graduation, sometimes even +2 also, they are attending for many interviews. Still, they are unable to grab. There is some phobia in the mindset of the students whether we can deal with the interview board members successfully or not. But as a matter of fact, definitely, I request some of you, please. Okay. Okay. Mute. Some of you, please mute your phones, please. I request you. Okay. Now, the first and foremost aspect is what is an interview? An interview is a formal meeting aimed at determining one's aptness for the job, entering a contract or an agreement. This is what is most required thing is, as I just mentioned that
leave a favorite author.
some of you
Readers.
I request the host to
Santana
mute
Kumar
all.
garu. Santana Kumar garu.
Yes,
Ma'am,
sir.
please mute yourself.
இல்லடா இது mute ஆக மாட்டேங்குது.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, see, it is what I explained just first entering into this particular first slide. There is a phobia to all the people, first of all. Maximum percentage of people, student community has that phobia. Whether I can attend, I can attempt, I can face. See, it is an agreement or a contract, as I already mentioned. Before you enter into an agreement or a contract, just first of all, there is one most important factor one must have to keep in mind. That is, you must prepare mentally, psychologically. See, confidence is most important. Today, AdJoom has given an opportunity to me to participate in this such a wonderful session. They all kinds mentally prepare well, psychologically prepare well before I start. If I feel that at any I through understanding
Sir, your video is breaking, sir.
for is that, sir, it's not. Hello,
So there is some disturbance coming,
sir,
sir.
is it not
Some-
audible? Sir, is it audible to you now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now we can.
Okay. An interview brings out the inner traits means qualities of the interviewer. That's most important point. You must prepare, as I already mentioned in the first line, that you must prepare yourself. That is what is most important. So even if you ask one question to me, when I start career or when I wanted to come to join in my present organization a decade back. Though at that time I had 20 years of experience, what I'm mentioning very clearly, 20 years of experience then, a decade back, 10 years back exactly. My HOD asked me to give a demonstration class, not one time, 2 times. It is not because of first time I was a failure, but he asked me before entering into the college as an associate professor, he asked me. He knew very well. Before that, we had a very close contact, more than 10 years of contacts, and we both worked, my HOD and myself. But he asked me, Madhukumar, you need to give a demo, because he knew very well, but the new organization did not know about Madhukumar, about his intelligence, about his way of thinking, about his mannerisms. What, of course, we discuss all these things in the later slide. But why I'm telling you all these things, when you approach and you attend for an interview, it is a very good requirement that a candidate should have possesses certain qualities. And it is also enables the interviewer to know about the character, the ability, the attitude, the ideas, and a wide variety of subjects is the most important. We'll discuss definitely this also, because most important factor is character. If I don't have character, what is the use of my knowledge? So that is called personality. What you call our traits, you must have traits. The personality traits, what we always say that behavior, character, and attitude. Unless we have these qualities, a person maybe has a very good, vast knowledge. Unless he possesses or she possesses this kind of qualities, I don't think that they are suitable enough. You must check. One thing, just one example I can give you, very small example I can give you. If you ask a mason to come to your house for a small work, you ask him. Definitely you ask him, you question him. How can you build this wall? Can you construct my house? How much of experience you have as a mason? Definitely we check all these things, because it has to be 100 years or 150 years. It must be. So you must check the caliber of that, what you call mason, and also characters of whether he can come regularly or not. It is also most important. You need to finish. You will have a budget, because you need to finish your house within 3 or 4 months. If you not come regularly, then it is a character-based thing. So the ability, work ability, you should check. The same in the case of each and every what you call profession. Character has a very good, important main role. The ability of the person is also most important factor. The attitude, mostly positive attitude. I'm also underlining that positive attitude makes a person, takes a person, keeps a person in a very comfortable and a very good position. Moreover, the ideas, framing of ideas. Continuously, you need to frame the ideas in your mind. That ideas must be ideological. It should be better. It should help the organization or society in a wide, what you call, range. And next, an interview can be a single person or more, as I already mentioned. It depends, of course. It breaks all the socio-cultural activities. Next, key factors are observed at the time of interview. Of course, it will be in the next slide, the 3 or 4 slides also, again, we can discuss, but we will, as a matter of fact, we need to discuss this most important.
Madhu sir, sorry to interrupt you, sir. Can you put in the full screen mode?
Sir?
Sir, can you share it in full screen mode, the PPT?
Okay.
The presentation mode.
Sure. Sir, okay, sure. Is it visible to you, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
1 second. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. The key factors to be observed means first one is to know each other's respective needs to establish a rapport. First, It is a most important factor that both the interviewer and interview, or we can say the organization or the candidate, both should know their needs. Suppose I'm a candidate who is attending an interview, that I must know what the company is expecting from me, why it is expecting certain kinds of things from me. The same in the case of the organization, what it expects from me. Why? This we must know each and other first of all. So it is most important to know each other's respective needs to establish a rapport first. We must be very clear one to another. That's what the most important. The second point is to get to know the candidate's views, their suitability. That's most important. Suitability for recruitment. That's I have already mentioned there. Whether I am suitable for this job or not, whether the candidate is required for this particular post is not. Both must have to assess this. This is most important. Suppose I'm a postgraduate, I'm MA, I passed MA literature. I'm not eligible for the post of an assistant engineer, for example, or a site engineer, for example. I'm not at all eligible. Because my qualification, what is my qualification? What is my basic qualification? First of all, I must thoroughly know about this. So I'm particularly a postgraduate from particular disciplinary, that is literature. What my nature of job must be? I should. The same in the case of the organization also. When they call me for the post of a certain thing, they should particularly know. When I send my resume, they definitely check it. They thoroughly check it. So then when they send me the call letter, yes, you are eligible. Next, if I am not eligible, definitely they can. So suitability for recruitment is also most important. That is the second. Then mostly when you enter into the hall, after entering into the hall, there may be certain kinds of questions they may ask you. That is called hypothetical questions, particularly. Sometimes we may not expect. But still, we must be able to, we are ready to answer certain kinds of questions. That is your aptness, presence of mind. It is most important. You must use your brain on the spot when they ask certain question which you will not expect, but you need to give the answer in a very proper manner. That is one example I give. Tell us brief about your family background. Maybe you may not expect this question from them. It's a very simple question. Then you should not be hurry. You should not be mumble. Sir, my family, sir, sorry, sir, I didn't prepare. What is there to prepare this? There is nothing to prepare. Can't you tell about your family background? Can't you tell about your father? Can't you explain about your mother? Can't you tell about your siblings? Then you need to explain. For that, you should not mumble. You should not, what you call, say, I'm very sorry, sir, I cannot write note. What is this? No, this is not. So, certain times, you will be asked very simple questions. You need to answer this kind of questions. Sometimes, you believe it or not, they may ask you, tell me your date of birth. Sir, my date of birth, sir, sorry, sir, August or September. You should not be like that. See, you must be in a position to give whatever suppose you don't know. Maybe somebody may ask certain questions after this kind of sessions. Maybe I don't know, I cannot answer. Simply you can say, sorry, sir. But these are all very simple questions. So we need to sometimes ask the questions which we may not expect. Next, suppose you are selected. Why do you consider yourself suitable for this job? Yes, definitely. You must have to protect yourself. Means protect in the sense, I mean to say that what kind of capabilities you have, how authentic you are. So you need to exhibit your qualities. Because of these reasons, I am very much suitable for this job. See, that is what I can say, confidence. Confidence makes all the time a perfect personality, a suitable candidate. Maybe sometimes we may fail. I have many more examples. After that, I can tell you also. Suppose you are selected for this job. Are you sure it would satisfy your personal, professional ambitions? Yes, you must answer these questions. Suppose you expect something from the organization. For example, the organization offers you, for example, basic package of 3 lakhs, 3.3 to 3.5 lakhs. But your expectation is 5 above, 5 lakhs or 6 lakhs. Whether you want to join or you say sorry because of this reason. So you must have to, within fraction of second, your mind has to work and you have to give a suitable answer for this. That all depends on your mental and psychological aptness. Next, suppose you are not selected this time. This is also very most wonderful question. This is, will you try again or seek alternation? What will you do? Suppose they didn't select you this time for some reasons. Thank you very much. We shall definitely call you next time. So something they say, then without any hesitation, you would try for the next time, or okay, whatever happened. I shall go for the alternation. That's all depend on your mental and psychological attempt. That is, you must this kind of particular hypothetical questions also you may what to call face. Through an interview, the selection committee gets an opportunity to analyze a candidate personality as well as intelligence. That's what we have already discussed. These are all most important factors. Personality, persona. It is extracted from a Latin word persona, external traits. Traits means qualities. Qualities of a candidate. Most important is, as I have already mentioned, number of 2-3 times in this particular view, what you call session. Number 1, attitude, behavior, character. These are all most important factors. See, intelligence is not only knowledge is not only the one factor. Please. Appearance. Of course, later I explain in the next what you call slide also. Second one is speech, mannerisms, and gesticulations. Third point is mental alertness. Fourth one is consistency of thoughts and ideas. Next, type of approach, positive and negative. And the last one is leadership qualities. The first one is appearance. See, I have mentioned this also, that line in the next slide. First appearance is the best appearance. It is always the prime and the most important factor in each and everybody's. Not I'm talking about a person who is attending for an interview. Of course, this session is absolutely confined to this interview skills. So we should have to consider at the time of interview, appearance is most important factor. When a person looks at you, I can clearly mention one thing also, of course, I always mention this kind of example. In any picture, particularly, I have mentioned one cinema also here, Chudalna Undi, a film by Chiranjeevi. He sat on a what you call bench at the railway station on the what you call very opposite to him, a heroine sat in a railway what you call bogie in her seat. Both watches one and another. See, why I mentioned this, at first sight, there was a particular positive attraction. This is what is most important. Of course, I'm sorry if I mentioned this particular example, but what I want to convey to all of you is appearance is most important. Appearance, again, I can mention 5 to 6 things. Just we can go back on the next slide. See, appearance. outer appearance or visual impression plays a significant role in any interview. This is most important factor. See, these are the most important points. Of course, I mentioned in a what you call point wise here. The way you appear leaves a deep impact on others. See, there is a quote also, quotation also. Half the battle is won if you tend to impress the interviewer on your first meeting. The first impression is the best impression. This is all very important things. First, clothes. Appearance means clothes. What kind of clothes we wear? It is clearly mentioned. It doesn't mean that you need to wear a new dress. No, not that. Maybe a candidate has three to four pairs. One of the most or the best one you can pick up and iron it and wear it. This is most important because the line I mentioned, the way you appear leaves a deep impact on others. First, when others look at you, oh, he seems to be very gentle. See, dressing appearance is also most important. First one. You should not use any gaudy colors, odd colors. The plain, because you should always make others to impress. Impression in the sense, not only through this particular only one point. It is one of the points. Please consider this. One of the points. These are the major points. But always don't feel that if I wear good clothes, I get, no, not that. It is not my intention to say. But these are the very important factors. One of the best and most important factors, what I mentioned here. The second one is hairstyle. See, that's why always suggest to keep a comb with you. Because your hairstyle, when somebody looks at you, they definitely look at your face, your hair first. That should be tidy, neat hairstyle. Nowadays, we have been watching, of course, whether I mentioned it or not in this, a dirty hairstyle fashion. What is this? How odd this is. When you look at, maybe he's a very intelligent guy, no doubt it. But when you look at him, the appearance itself is very worse, very odd. No, it should not be. You are appearing before a committee, an experts committee, an interview members, then how should you? You must be you should be very dignified. The dignified manner you should attend. That's what. Then facial expressions. Facial expressions means smiley face, not always a failure. Smiley in the sense, it doesn't mean that you have to laugh. There should be always some kind of cheerfulness on your face. Facial expressions are most important. Very, very important. Facial expressions. And the fourth one is the way you walk and enter the interview hall. That is most important. Of course, I cover all these points again in the next slides. Please, I shall explain it. The way you sit before the interviewer, the way you turn back and leave the hall. This is one thing. We have a great proverb also. When you meet a man, you judge him by his clothes. When you leave, you judge him by his heart. Yes. What a fantastic proverb it is. What a fantastic proverb it is. When you meet a man, you judge him by his clothes. When you leave, you judge him by his heart. Wonderful. This is very wonderful. And see, that means by heart means you should impress them. The way how you have been giving the answers to his questions or to their questions. That's next one. See, clothes. Here, of course, mentioned. Your dress should be tailored. Avoid gaudy colors. Clean and well-ironed clothes are preferable. Don't try always to wear a new dress. Mostly women or girls wear first-time sarees. They feel inconvenience. Don't wear casuals like jeans. Do not carry unnecessary diaries, pads, please. Too many pens, heavy purses. Always feel one thing. Eat what you like, but wear what others like. These are all most important. Sir, please mute your phone, sir. Please, somebody. Please. Once again, I read out. Your dress should be tailored. well tailored, neatly tailored. Avoid gaudy colors, means odd colors. Don't prefer that when you prepare to attend for an interview. Clean and well ironed clothes are preferable. Don't try always to wear a new dress, because sometimes there will be some inconvenience that I mentioned, particularly for women or girls. When they wear saris first time, they feel somewhat inconvenience. Whatever they feel convenient, they can. Don't wear casuals like jeans. Do not carry unnecessary diaries, pads, too many pens, or heavy purses, etc. with you. This is what next. Remember, a smart and neat appearance increases your choice of being successful. This is what is most important. You must be always cheerful, a smiley face. Be pleasant. Don't feel tension. So what happens? Nothing will happen. Sometimes you fail for the first time. What happens? Next time you appear. But how we make the things, that is most important. How you attempt the interview, that is most important. How you are going to, suppose you take me an example, maybe many strangers are there, maybe those who are listening to my presentation today, they don't know who is Madhu Kumar, but why should I fear? Whatever I know, I explain it. Or I give in terms of presentation. What happened? Nothing will happen. If they ask certain questions, if I know, I answer them. Otherwise, I simply say, sorry, sir, I don't know. Nothing will happen. It doesn't mean that I lose many things. No, never. Because I know what I am. So always be pleasant. Whether you know it, you don't know. Nothing to worry. But there should be a smile, cheerful. First, a gentle wish to all the members of the board. This is most important. When you enter, don't forget to wish. Of course, I cover again all these points in my later, slide also. Your attitude, once again, I mentioned this again and again, I'm mentioning this particular word, attitude. Positive attitude always reflects a lot. You must be always positive. Don't be negative. There should not be a negative attitude. Always positive. I can. This is only. I only can. This is not. No, it is absolutely wrong. It is not at all called attitude. I can. This is positive attitude. I can only, overconfidence. This is. That reflects so many things. So never feel I can only give this kind of presentation of interview skills through Edge Room. No, never. There are many more great people. But what I feel, I can give. I can do justice with best of my knowledge. That I must have. But I never feel that I can only. So attitude always plays a wonderful role in each and every person. Next, always a smiley face than a sober face. Don't be serious all the time. When situation demands, then you can. But it doesn't mean that you need to laugh. You must smile. That should be. Next. Your way of entering the interview hall. Of course, again, do's and don'ts also it is covered. Once again, I'm reading this. See, you need to push the door very calmly, requesting the board members by saying, may I come in, sir, madam? Very gently close the door behind you and walk towards the board members' table and wish and greet them. Good morning, sirs, madam, or gentlemen. See, this is the most important factor. You must know. This is a kind of protocol we must have to maintain. Unless you push the door, how strong you can, they don't say anything. By making such kind of a big noise or sounds, no. Gently you should have to push the door. Very gently. And ask them standing straight and requesting them. May I come in, madam? May I come in, sir or sirs? This is in a polite manner. You should always be polite. And next, very gently close the door behind you and walk towards the board members' table and wish or greet them. Good morning, sirs, madam, gentlemen. Don't take the chair of your own in front of the table of the board members of your own and sit down. It is absolutely wrong. You just stand in front of them and wish them, good morning, sir, Good morning, sirs, madam, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Like this, you can. Then definitely they offer you. Very good. Mr. Madhukumar, take your chair. Please sit down. They say. Then only you have to gently what you call push back the chair and sit. See, these are all the things we must have to observe. They observe, not you observe. They definitely observe. You naturally we have that kind of what you call a vague sense. Nobody observes me. Who observes? Who cares? I'm 1 in 100. No, everybody observes. I always say the same to all my students. Each and every student observes me in my class. How is Madhukumar today? What is he explaining? How is he explaining? How he enters? How he has been behaving with us? What kind of character Madhukumar has? What kind of attitude Madhukumar has? Definitely, all the 100 or 300 or 1,000 students definitely observe. The same in the case of each and every person in the interview board observes. That makes the sense. You believe it or not, my dear friends, because it is a most important factor. Very, very important factor. Your walking style, your appearance, everything is most important factor. So you feel very gently. Unless they offer you the seat, don't sit yourself. That's already explained. Your way of walking. So, madam, I request you to mute, please. Somebody. So please.
Yeah, we request all the people, please mute yourself. Dear participant.
Okay. Your way of walking style depicts boldness, fearlessness, and ambition to rise in life. That's the most important factor. Bold, you must be bold enough. Fearlessness, it doesn't mean that carelessness. You must be fearlessness means it doesn't mean you are careless. No, not that. See, feel free. That's what is most important. You should feel very free when you enter, when you walk. And your walk must, what you call, covers everything. It should clearly depict your... Madam, please excuse me. Please mute your phone.
Sir, once you mute all, sir.
Okay.
The sons are. Sir, you can remove the sun and R.
But sir?
So there's one person, the sons are. I don't know what his name.
Okay. Hello, madam, please mute your phone, please. Okay, thank you. So this walking style depicts the ambition in you. Means I'm very confident. I'm confident enough. See, the walking style itself depicts. It should focuses on others about you and your style and your mental balance and your boldness and your firmness and your stability and your confidence levels. That's what is most important. One can psychologically analyze your personality and character by the way you walk. That's all. No doubt in that. When you look at a police officer, for example, when he walks, oh, we definitely, even if he's not in his uniform, he seems to be a police officer or an army personality or a forced personality, a person, because their walking style depicts or reflects what they are. That is most important. So walking is the best what you call significance. No doubt in that. Take firm and decisive steps while you walk. This indicates both your confidence and your ambition. Next step, your way of sitting. This is the most important factor. Sitting is the most important. You sit firmly, comfortably before what you call you are asked to take your chair, sitting firmly. Keep your hands on your both legs. Don't stretch your legs under the table. No, you should keep very straight comfortable. Don't lean on the table. Don't stretch your back on your chair. No, nothing. It should be very straight. You should straight. Sit straight. So that
Can you
it,
better can you mute also once? Because you are the host.
I can mute all the one. Okay, sir. One
Yes,
second.
sir. Please do that.
1 second.
Or you can remove the sons or there is one person.
Okay, sir. Okay. Akhil? Sir, 1 second, sir.
Yes, sir. Better remove that person from sons or I don't know what is the name.
Okay. Mute cheyadu.
Sir, I'll do with just a minute. I'll recame.
Okay.
I'll just remove this person. Sir.
Okay.
Yes. Yes,
Okay,
sir. Now you go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Sitting firmly and comfortably. Don't lean on the table in front of you. Don't stretch back by leaving your legs on the table. Don't change your sitting positions. This is most important. Sometimes some people turn the right side and turn left side. No, you should sit straight. You should answer always by sitting straight to all the members whenever they ask. Somebody may ask from left side or right side. Just you look at them and you need to answer their questions. That's all. But don't turn yourself. That's not at all a good posture. A poor posture would easily reflect your inferiority complex. That's what I mentioned here also. It shows your inferiority complex. So sit straight and sit very carefully. Sit erect and occupy the complete seat of the chair. Next. Your way of leaving the interview hall. When the interview ends, the chairman asks you to leave, then only you have to get up, thank all the members. This is most important. This is the most important protocol you need to observe. When the interview ends, the chairman asks you, okay, Mr. Madhukumar, you can leave. Then only you have to stand. Again, you have to thank you very much to all the ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, sirs, or thank you, sir, whatever. See, if the chairman extends his hands, then only you firmly give him a handshake with confidence. Otherwise, don't, you yourself, extend your hand for a handshake. This is most important factor. Very, very important factor. When the chairman extends his hand, then only you have to shake your hands. Calmly leave the chair and put it back in its proper place. Don't leave the chair as it is when you are offered to sit. No. Again, you have to keep the chair in front of them. While leaving, don't turn back or look back. You should not look back. It is a very, very, very indecent thing. You should, when you are asked to leave, you have to go back. That's all. Next. Speech mannerism. This is also most important factor one should have to observe. One second. See, and body language. The speech mannerisms are also most important. See, this is a closed room and they're all experts. One thing you must have to keep in mind, you are attending for an interview, either a job interview or anything else, most important to your life. So your behavior always, it is counts. Your behavior is calm, no doubt in that. Your mannerism is taken into consideration. Your body language is taken into consideration. These are all the most important factors you need to observe. How you have been behaving with your friends is entirely different here in the interview hall. How you are talking with your family or your members of the family, it is entirely different when you talk to the interview board members. It is an oral presentation to check your interview is an oral examination to check all your mentality, your psychology, your attitude, your mannerisms, whatnot, everything. So you must be very prompt. You must be very, very, very decent. This is what I have mentioned. So తెలుగులో చెప్తారు వాక్కు చాలా ముఖ్యం. వాక్ అన్నది చాలా గొప్పది. The same in the case speech mannerism is extremely important. When you say good morning sir, good afternoon sir, good evening is different. Good morning, how is this? Good evening, how are you all? It is entirely different. It sends a different what you call signal. It's polite. Your one picture
Sir,
Hello?
there is some problem with the video, sir. Madhu, sir.
Sir, yes.
Your voice is breaking, sir. That's the problem.
Is it now good, sir? My voice?
Yes, sir. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Is it okay now, sir?
Yes, sir.
The screen is not sharing.
Yes, sir. We can see your screen.
1 second.
We can see your screen, sir. One sir.
Sir, I'm unable to share.
Sir,
So
already
you share
let
it,
me
sir.
make you host again, sir.
It's not one.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Now you are the host.
Okay. Sir, 1 second, please. There is some technical problem. Okay. Yes, sir. Sir, is it audible to you?
Yes, sir. We can.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So, and it serves as a means of communication into your ideas. The speech is most important. This is a wonderful, I can say, a gift from God. It's a gift of God. So your speech must be very clear, very polite, very authentic as well. It all supports the view that man's linguistic style is a mirror that reflects his personality. You can underline this line. It's most important. The man's linguistic style is a mirror that reflects his personality. The way you communicate. Communication is mostly chief, what you call factor. How you are communicating. The same in the case of how you are wishing, how you are speaking, how you are talking, how you are exchanging your views with others is most important factor. So you must keep a very serious concentration on your speech mannerism. How you are going to address, how you are going to face, how you are going to talk, how you are going to give your answers. All these things are seriously considered and they watch it. So this speech mannerism, every candidate must have to. Don't be reckless. You should not be, I don't know, I don't want all these things, I did not expect this kind of, no. You should not speak like this. Very politely, sorry sir, I don't know. Simply, it's okay. Say one thing I can tell you, I want to mention here, everybody might have known this also. One of the great IAS officers from my district particularly appeared for IAS in the year 2016 or 17. I don't remember exactly the year. And he is right from the beginning, he is a Telugu medium student. There are 8 interviewed members in UPSC. First time in the history of UPSC, a candidate is interviewed in a regional language, Telugu. Telugu. He requested the chairman, lady chairman, madam, I'm born and brought up in a small remote village in Andhra Pradesh, Srikakulam district. I could not speak English well because I'm with MA also, I'm Telugu. Could you please give me a chance to speak in Telugu? They conducted the interview in Telugu, first time in the history of UPSC. Out of 11 questions, he answered 8. He was selected. He was the third. He got third place in all India level. How? See, communication, the way he spoke with the people. They're all topmost IAS officers. But they selected. He got third position all over India. Now he's working as collector in some districts. I don't know exactly. See, the way you speak is most important. The style is most important. That reflects your personality. Whether it is English, it is Telugu, whatever may be the language. So the interviewer assesses the impact of your speech on the basis of the following. The clarity of voice, most important. See, even today, while I'm speaking, you observe my voice. Is it audible to you or not? If it is audible, okay. If it is not, again, Venkatesh are asking, sir, your voice is not audible. Why? If there is no clarity in my voice, what is the use of attempting this? Though the clarity of voice, what am I speaking? What kind of presentation I am giving? All the participants must know. They should know what kind of presentation I am giving. Later, they should ask some questions or their doubts. I need to explain if I know. So clarity of voice is most important. The same thing, modulation in your voice. That means when situation demands, you should be somewhat raise your voice. Somewhat. It doesn't mean that you have to shout. No. When situation demands. So the modulations also you must have to. Correct. That is what is important. And its tone, lively. The presentation or when you speak, it should be lively. Very clear, clarity. If you don't know, same in the case you, sorry sir, sorry ma'am, sorry sir, sorry ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. That's all. Don't try to manipulate things so that you lose your marks. You lose everything, not only marks. Marks are what is there in marks. You lose confidence in them. That's what is most important. Speed of speaking, clarity in your voice, audibility. That's what I said. Speed of speaking means you have some time, 15 minutes or 20 minutes. Suppose they have given me some time today, 1 hour, something like that. I need to complete this. For that, I have to choose everything. I have to manage. Time management is also most important in your life. So speech mannerisms and gesticulations. It is a posture, movement of parts of the body. Next. Okay, wait, please. 1 second. Akhil? Right. It is already said earlier, an interview is a type of psychoanalysis of the candidate through which is maturity, emotional stability, self-confidence, initiative, integrity, consistency of thoughts, tough-mindedness, adaptability, and ability to do teamwork are observed and assessed. These are the most important factors. See, definitely they observe all these things. This is called psychoanalysis of the candidate. Psychological analysis. Psychological analysis of the candidate. I already mentioned that in the first or second slide. All these things, his maturity levels. These are all most important because they're offering you 5 lakhs package job, for example. Why they offer? So they tend to observe your maturity levels. Whether you are matured enough in terms of psychologically, mentally, physically, all these things are considered, seriously considered and observed. The maturity levels are observed. Emotional stability. Suppose they ask you, intentionally they want to irritate you, whether you get irritation or not. If for minute things also, if you get irritated, then what is the use of giving you? Sometimes you need to carry a team of 40 to 50. You need to maintain a 50. Suppose if a whole department has been given to me, for instance, to take an example of my particular case, we have 310 students, 17 staff members, 5 non-teaching, for example. I need to look after all these people. If I am not mentally stable, how can I? If all the time getting emotional, and how can? See, there should be some stability in my emotion. This is the most important factor. They check it. And also self-confidence. Self-confidence that's what I already told you, dear friends. Self-confidence plays a major role. Confidence. Unless I have confidence, otherwise I cannot do anything. I cannot participate in this session unless I have confidence. I always say myself is the best example. If I don't have confidence, how can I participate in this? I cannot. Most of you are most of you are not known to me. How can I? No, it is all immaterial. When I have given an opportunity to share my views, let me share my views. That is what is most important. Confidence levels are most important. Unless I have confidence, I cannot. The same in the case of every student. Every candidate must have confidence in himself or in herself. Then initiativeness. What is the purpose that you have attending the interview? Take initiative of the things. You must know very well, properly, why I have been attending this interview, what for I have been attending. You must know. Basing on that, and integrity, don't lose the integrity. Consistency of thoughts, just what I said in the earlier slides also. Suppose sometimes you are asked certain strange questions. Within fraction of seconds, you need to give. That is what is most important. Tough-mindedness. adaptability and ability to do teamwork or the teamwork is most important. As I said, I have 17 plus staff members, 5 non-teaching, 310 students. I must know how to lead all these people very well. The same in the case tomorrow, you are a software analyst or software manager or some other post you are selected for. So you need to operate with 50 or plus 100 plus people who are almost strangers to you, different parts of the parts of India. How can you deal with them? You must be very cooperative. All these things are seriously observed and considered. So nodding of the head to express yes or no to something, raising the eyebrows to show surprise, moving of hands while talking to make your ideas more impressive, keeping a sober expression if the topic is serious, smiling while expressing your thanks or on being appreciated. Next, this is the interview process, of course, initiating, exposure, analysis, summing up, and conclusion. Next, making the candidate at ease at first stage by asking some encouraging questions. You will be asking certain kinds of very easy questions so that you feel very comfortable. At a glance, when you enter, okay, what is that? What is this? What do you know about computers? Tell me about that programming. If they ask you like that, you may be confused. What is this? Immediately entering in the hall, they're asking these questions. My friend said that, don't worry, they ask this, but these people are asking, you will be confused. Though you know very well, though you can answer all these things, when they first ask you these questions, you may be stunned and maybe. So, to encourage you, to ease, first of all, to make you feel comfortable, that is called ease. Ease means make you feel comfortable. The candidate's name and its significance. What is the significance of your name? Yes, Mr. Madhukumar. What is the significance of your name? Madhu means Madhava. Madhava means Sri Krishna. Sometimes, yes, you should feel very comfortable. If you know, if you don't know, okay, sir, suppose somebody's name is Anirudh. Sir, I don't know, sir. Actually, my parents says, I never asked my parents regarding. If you know, you can give. Meghanath. It is the great son of Ravanasura, sir. Meghanath. He's a great warrior. He's a big fighter. Nobody on this earth can defeat him. You can. Rama. My name is Rama. Oh, what Lord Rama, sir. What a great transformation from a small king to God. What a wonderful transformation in himself. So you can explain like this if you know. This is most important to you. Make you feel comfortable. They may ask this kind of questions about your studies and place of your studies. Where did you study your intermediate? Sir, I forgot. How is this possible? You don't know where you studied your intermediate. You must know all these things. You didn't expect, but you make you to feel comfortable. They ask this kind of questions about your interesting subjects, sometimes review on your biodata, candidates' most interesting areas, about your hobbies. Some of the hobbies generally mentioned by candidate: reading newspapers, reading biographies, reading novels, reading books, listening to good music, watching TV, something like that. Next. Sometimes initiation through academic topics also, exposing the candidate's academic level and general awareness. Suppose I'm a literature candidate. They ask certain questions regarding my literature. What about 20th century? Anything? What about, tell me about certain one great poet or somebody's life history. They ask you to explain all these things because you studied. What is there in that? You can ask. So to make you feel comfortable, they ask certain kinds of questions. Analyzing the candidate's psychological makeup through behavior. This is also most important. This is already explained. Psychological makeup through behavior. Summing up or winding up process, arriving at a conclusion. Then finally, the board can consider a candidate's candidature by seriously observing the following things. First of all, overall appearance, I already mentioned. Academic level, intelligence, ability to convince, self-confidence, overall behavior, and various types of interviews. These 6 points you must have to observe very seriously. Overall appearance, academic level, intelligence, ability to convince, self-confidence, overall behavior. 6 points you must have to keep very seriously in your mind, dear friend, before you want to attempt an interview or you want to appear before a board of members in the interview hall. All these things I already mentioned regarding these 6 points. Again, it is given. Next, various types of interviews, of course. Physical or in-person interview, written interview, telephonic interview, video conference interview. See, some of the routine questions you may find yourself facing in the first round interview include, tell me about yourself. What are your hobbies? Why should we hire you? How would you be important to this company? These are all most important questions. See, why should we hire you? You must support yourself. Why they hire you? You must support your candidature. This is most important question. Because of these reasons, because I have these capabilities, these are my strengths, so that you can hire me. You should protect yourself. How would you be important to this company? Most important. Why you are important? Why should we take you? Why should we hire you? Why you are most important to this organization? If we select you, you protect yourself. You stabilize yourself by promoting yourself, your qualities, what not everything. This, how do you know about our company? You should explain them. And what is your greatest strength? What is your weakness? How good a leader, a manager, an administrator you are, and why? This is most typical and important question. How good a leader you are. Suppose you have been given a post of a team leader. How will you manage with all kinds of 50 or 100 different attitudes of people? How will you manage with them? Suppose you have been given a post of a manager, or an analyst, or an administrator. How will you manage all these things? An administrator must be a very good leader, a true leader. All these things you must have to keep in mind. This is most important. How do you see yourself in next 5 years? This is also, what are your salary expectations? Questions in friends, you are not just kind. And of course, they about, do you have you ever owned your own business? Do you mind if I contact your reference? Please let us know about your greatest strengths. What you think is your greatest weakness or weaknesses? Do you perform best working alone or as a part of a team? Are you organized? Do you consider yourself to be a risk taker? Can you handle change? How to handle dispute with co-workers? Tell us about your hobbies and interests. How important is good health for you? How do you balance career and family? These are all most important. Interview checklist, some do's and don'ts, most important. Of course, some of these are already covered. Again, maybe certain points will come in this particular what you call do's and checklist also. See, while preparing the interview, the candidate must know, this is most important. Seriously, you should view on this. The company and its major products, for example, you should know while appearing for an interview. Checklist is for which company you are attending and what are its major products. Important people in the company you must know. Size in relation to turnover and employees. Its location, organizational structure of the company, major competitors, recent reports about the company. You must know all these things very well before you attend an interview. Some do's and don'ts. Some do's a day before the interview. Choose a well-tailored dress and ensure that it is well ironed. Of course, it is already mentioned. It is already cleared in the first slide or second slide. Shoes should be polished. Carry a neat folder having your certificates, mark sheets, and other necessary documents arranged in a perfect manner or order. Prepare well for the interview, keeping in view of the points that are included in your resume. See, this is most important because they may ask any questions. We have already discussed in the previous slide. Make sure your general knowledge is updated. Even minute things matter in an interview. Keep a pocket comb and the time on your wristwatch is correct. Put your interview call letter at the top of your folder. Note down important news items latest on the day of the interview. Read the newspaper in the morning for the latest news, because sometimes you say newspaper reading is my hobby. Definitely, they ask you one or two questions from the newspapers, either today or the day before the interview or any day. Keep them with all the documents ready before time. You don't be hurry for searching your mark sheets or something before you start for interview. No, before the day, you should keep all the documents in order and keep a particular folder. Leave for the interview venue. Leave for the interview venue early. Before 1 hour, you should be there at the interview venue. Most important. Don't be hurry in reaching the venue just before 5 minutes or exactly at that time. No, at least before 45 to 1 hour, 60 minutes. Communicate with other candidates at the interview. After reaching the venue, you can communicate with the other interview members. If possible, discuss the latest happenings. Have a firm handshake. Listen carefully. Be positive with your body language. Do not forget to thank the interview. It is already mentioned. During the interview, show your courteous side during the course of the interview and use the words like thank you and please is recommended. Whenever the question is over, when your answer is over, you can say thank you very much, sir. Suppose you are not clear, it is not audible to you, you can ask, could you please repeat, sir? You can ask listen. Understanding? Be confident and relaxed in the interview hall. Don't be tensed. Be relaxed. Be confident. It is also covered. Maybe there are some confusing questions. Try to be cool and answer them with clarity. I already mentioned this. Sometimes there are some odd questions. Intentionally, they may ask. Knowingly, wantedly, they want to ask these questions. But you should prepare to give the answer in a very cool and polite manner. Don't be confused. Don't get any kind of emotions. Interview.
Madhu sir.
Akhil.
Sir.
Sir, is it audible to you?
Yes, sir, but the screen sharing is not stopped, sir. Please share it again.
Oh, once again, sir.
Yeah.
Why I think. Screen sharing. Screen sharing, I think.
అవునా
Sir, can I start?
Yes, sir. You can go.
Okay.
Put in full
Is
screen
it
mode, sir.
visible to you, sir?
Yes, sir. Put in
Oh.
full screen mode.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, can you share the screen again?
Don't remain awake till the night before the interview. See, it is most important because most of the నేను నువ్వు ఇక్కడ ఉండొచ్చు కదా నువ్వు ఎందుకు Yes, sir.
Sir, do you have an issue, sir?
Don't
Sir?
eat too much. Don't eat too much. Sir, is it
Sir,
audible
can you
to you?
share the screen again? We're not getting a screen, sir.
Hello?
Sir, we are not getting a screen.
Sir, is it one second? Please.
I think there is a network problem with you, sir.
Yeah.
We suggest you an app called Edit. View the app link and its details in WhatsApp commentary.
Now we can see your screen, sir, but can you make it full screen?
Sir, okay, sir. I can make it full screen. Full screen. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir, perfectly fine. Now you can switch on your video, sir.
Okay, thank you. Do not eat too much breakfast that makes you inconvenient. That makes you a lot of inconvenient to you. So take sufficient and normal breakfast. Don't start just before half an hour to interview. As I already mentioned, at least 1 hour before the interview hall, you should reach. Don't forget to close the door smoothly after you enter the hall. It is also covered. Don't forget to take permission before you enter the hall. It is also covered. Don't forget to wish all the members, including the chairman. It is also covered in the earlier slide. Don't sit on the chair unless the chairman asks you to sit. Don't initiate the interview. Yes, that is most important point. They start the interview. Unless they start the proceedings, don't start the interview of your own. Sir, can I start? Please ask me certain questions. Don't say like this. They definitely start the interview. Some of you, hello, Mr. Madhukumar, how are you? Good morning. Are you fine? They start this interview like this or with some other's name. Don't initiate the interview. Don't take any kind of initiation of your own in the interview hall. Don't be fast when you speak. Don't act emotionally. Don't interrupt the interviewer. Suppose they're asking certain questions. Sir, you please wait. I want to take some kind of interruption. I want to put some question. No, this should not be. It's absolutely wrong. They don't say anything, but it's a remark to you. Don't say like this. Don't start any unruly debate. Don't change your argument. Don't try to impress the interview. This is the most important. One more important point. Don't impress others. Whatever you are, you act like that. That's all. I know this. I want to express like this. Definitely I want to express. But I don't want to improvise. It is not at all correct. I want to impress you. How can I? With only whatever knowledge God has given to me, with that only I can. Today itself, I cannot do anything more. So don't impress others. It should not, that kind of what you call mind should not be there. That kind of thing you erase from your brain. To impress others is a very, very awkward thing. Be you are. Whatever you are, whatever you know, you please be like that. Don't act immaturely. Don't try to gain favor of the interviewer. Don't give up. Don't leave anything else. Next. Okay. Next. Okay. One. Yeah. After the interviewer, don't be over enthusiastic.
Sir, you are on mute. Madhu sir, you are on mute, sir.
Don't be over enthusiastic. Don't look back after the interview is over. Don't forget to close the. Don't be over enthusiastic. Don't look back after the interview is over. That's already covered. Don't forget to close the door. Next. So, thank you very much with this session of interview skills. And I'm very much thankful once again to Venkatesh sir and Ajrum and all the organizers who have given me this wonderful opportunity to share my views in the form of interview skills through this session, and hope all the participants enjoy this session. And with best of my knowledge, I can share my views. Once again, thanks to my management, my principal, my colleagues, and my students, and also participants who have participated in the sessions, and all my members of the family, my teachers, and special thanks to Mr. Srinivas, who helped me, and also my son, Chiranjeev Akhil, who helped me in designing all these things. And thank you very much once again, Venkatesh sir. Now, I hand over the session to you.
Sir, I really felt so happy about the session, sir, because you rightly mentioned all the points that student need.
Thank you.
Especially, sir, you just mentioned in what called from the beginning how they should enter, how they should leave. That's wonderful. In between, you covered every point. I think if the students can save all the PPT, if you can share it with us, sir, we'll share the students also, because the
Sure, sir.
information that you mentioned was very apt to the student.
Thank you.
That helped the students because most of the time, what I've seen, sir, you rightly mentioned, the students are failing in presenting themselves. That may be lack of confidence. And most of the student doesn't focus on the language, sir, especially when they come to 12th class. The problem is they're focusing more on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and
Yes,
they're forgetting about the language. So
yes, yes,
when they're neglecting the language, sir, the problem is what happens is automatically that becomes a biggest problem for them when they come to engineering. And
Yes,
one
sir.
more point is nowadays the students are not at all reading any books. They
Yes,
are
sir.
just focusing on the mobile phone. The problem is their vocabulary is not that good, and spellings are also a problem. So when I heard somebody, one of my friend who's working as a placement officer, he said, some companies, they're straight away coming to the campus, they're handing one paper and pen, and they're asking them to write one full page about themselves. And it seems majority of the students are failing to fill the page, sir. The
Yes, sir.
problem is they never explore about themselves. If you ask them about their favorite actor, they'll tell lot of things about the favorite actor. But
Yes, sir.
unfortunately, students don't know about themselves. That's a pity situation for most of them because
Yes.
they never exposed, they never thought that one day it's going to be a problem. So finally, when they come to interview, even though they're good at the Java programming, coding, all that, but they are unable to express themselves. So recently, I invited one of the students who got a 6th rank in in exam. But when he was given a chance to present himself in terms of the juniors, he miserably failed. He couldn't deliver the speech that he prepared because of the stage fear. So that definitely is a failure for the student, because if you cannot express what you know, definitely the people will not understand what you know. So
Yes, sir.
language is very, very important. Apart from that, your confidence, how
Yes, sir.
effectively you present. The wonderful example you given, sir, that about the Telugu medium student who attended the UPSC interview in the native language. So
Yes, sir.
most of the students think that communication is all about English. No, it's not about English. It's about how you present yourself.
Yes.
How
That's
effectively you talk in front of the what are the people who are in front of you. How you confidently answer a question. Most of the students, they think that if I say no, they may think wrong. So I'll tell you, I reflect my interview. When completing my 12th class, I faced one interview in Mumbai where TNOC, that's a Training Navigating Officers Cadet. Then I went to that. In those days, it happened in 1995. So no internet, no guidance. So I started, went to the interview, and one of the interviewer asked me, which sport you like. So actually, I don't know. I don't have an idea. But I said, because in school, I used to play some football, because every Friday, the people used to take us to some ground and they used to give us a football. And I bluntly said, I like football. Okay. Without anticipating what the question they're going to ask me, I just said football. Immediately, the interviewer asked me, and who is your favorite footballer? Okay. And you know which country is leading in football. So I don't have answers. See, this is what happened for the students. That's what I experienced personally. So then I understood that when they ask a question, please answer in such a way that they should not go and ask you one more question. So your answer should be in a way they should understand your answers properly. You're not supposed to give a scope for the interviewer to ask one more question. So if that is the case, your interview will be very pleasant. If they give them a scope to a question again and again, definitely a student will be in trouble. So definitely, sir, Madhu sir, you have
Thank you,
given
sir.
wonderful information, sir. Thank you so much. Before
Thank you,
we
sir.
go to the public, we will ask some of the a lot of people are there from the beginning of the session. So I just
Thank
want to take 1 minute of your time, sir, to show
Sure, definitely,
because
sir.
a lot of people are there. I mean, some of may not know about this platform called EdGroup. Sir, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir, sure.
Yes, sir. So once again, good evening, all the participants. Thank you so much. You are there. You're all so disciplined from the beginning. We are so happy to conduct this session with Madhu sir with a lot of information. So let me take few minutes of your time to tell you what exactly we do at EdGroup. EdGroup is a platform basically for three people: teacher, student, and parents. We wanted to bring these three into one platform. Why? Because these are all interlinked. Teacher, student, parent are interlinked. Because I always believe that a good parent, a best teacher, a better parent, and a good teacher make a best student. So when they come together, the learning happens in a better way. So there is no single platform. Nowadays, parents also need a lot of information. Some parent doesn't know what exact happening outside. The systems have changed. The syllabus that we learned is no more that is taught in the school. The way the jobs are getting, the students doesn't know, and parents also sometimes they don't know. So we want to educate parents, and very, very important, we want to educate teachers because most of the time student ask the teacher, sir, can you give us an idea about, say, let's say ND exam? Ask some student ask you, sir, can you send some JEE Mains previous exam question paper? What is the last year cutoff mark? How many marks I should get to get a NEET exam? So a lot of questions the student asks, and unfortunately, most of the teachers do not have answers. So we wanted to create one platform where the teachers are going to get such information because we have plenty of books for learning subject. There are plenty of books for physics, chemistry, and mathematics, but we don't have books for teaching other things. And nowadays, teaching is so complex. If you just deliver your lecture, that doesn't work out. You need to be something else. You need to some extra what called as skills so that you can be more productive in the class and the students also start like you, sir. So here, sir, we have different products that you can see on the left side. We actually developed 6 products to benefit the student, help the student. This is one product where we call it as EdNews, where there are nearly 5 lakh articles are there from various categories. You can see one article just I have seen, EQ over IQ, emotional quotient over IQ, intelligent quotient. Nowadays, your emotional quotient is also very, very important. It's just IQ is not going to help you. Then the role of soft skills in MBA success beyond technical proficiency. So if you just keep browsing, you get a lot of articles about only these soft skills. And we have some filters also. And in addition to that, if you look at the feed, where it is a social media platform where anybody can share their ideas, they can put their thoughts in a group, they can share a lot of knowledge here. We keep posting a lot of information about various things that people are, I mean, as I said, 52,000 people are using EdGroom right now. You can see a lot of information shared by various people. It is going to help each other. See, one of the students of Madhu sir reshared his webinar poster. So you just scroll down, you can see a lot of information about. So recently I posted one article. So you just scroll. Some teacher have shared one wonderful book called The Art of Talking to Children. Like this is all the content is built by the community. EdGroom is not going to share all the content. We only share a part of it, but majority part of the content is shared by the community, those who are part of it. And you can see this Ed Resources. Ed Resources is the resources that we created with the help of teachers across India. What we have here? We have the materials, handwritten notes, previous exam papers, question papers, practice papers, All these are given by the teachers across India. And just you see a student want to prepare for ND exam, you see all the question paper. They need not go to any website. They can download all the papers here. And you just see the left side, you have lot of we can keep some filters also here. They can just browse here and they can download about the seed exam, EAP set exam, which are the top colleges for computer science in Andhra Pradesh. So we have lot of articles that are there that are relevant to engineering also. There are some exam papers. As I said, there are plenty of exams are going across India. Intermediate exams are there, JEE means exam is there, IIT exam is there. So we have created a content where that help the students community, teachers community, and even parent also, they also can get it. So a lot of general knowledge, general science, everything the students can just download. You can see the lot of general studies is also there. Then we are going to have some information related to mathematics, physics. You can see a lot of content is available. The students who are preparing for JEE Mains exam, NEET exam, they can just come and download. This physics key point for JEE Mains exam, I myself have written this. You can see 2,268 people have downloaded from Edgum itself. And you can see this motional straight line, very, very useful for the students who are preparing for NEET exam, JEE Mains exam, and it was prepared by Arkasa from Bangalore. So all this content is shared by the teachers across India. As of now, we are focusing on 11th and 12th because in that sector, many students are preparing and they require a lot of material. Very soon, we want to extend to undergraduation. So we request all the people who are watching this webinar, we invite you to be a part of this platform so that together we can grow, together we can share content, together we can. And the beauty of this platform, sir, and we are conducting one wonderful session with the ECS Lab Lendi. And Madhu sir, if you can talk to your language department and your management, we also can collaborate and do this program. From the last 2 months, we are doing wonderful program with the Lendi Language Lab, sir. What we are doing is every week, daily, we are going to share one question here. See, for example, the art of balancing ambition and contentment. Share your thoughts. So this is the question given on 14th. That is an yesterday. The students who are the Lendi students are going to write an article about it, and every week we are going to using AI tools. We are evaluating them, and we are announcing the top 3 winners. And for this one, the Skylark is sponsoring the gifts. So after every 3 weeks or 1 month, we want to give the gifts to the students also. So this program, the writing contest, is helping the students a lot. We got a wonderful feedback because ultimately writing is the highest form of learning, I strongly believe. If a student can put it on the paper, all the thoughts, you see, sir, every week we are sharing all the winners' details, who are participating, what are the topic. So this is, the Skylark is sponsoring the gifts. So we are giving the platform. So all the students from your college also can utilize this platform. If you just talk to your management, English language department, we can collaborate, we can do a similar program so that it helps them. And sir, we conducted even the block competition for Lendi College, other colleges also. And almost you see, especially the students from Lendi College, they have written wonderful blogs on various topics. This is another block competition we conducted on different topics. We have seen excellent blogs from the students across Andhra Pradesh and even other parts of India also. So we can conduct these type programs to inculcate the habit of reading and writing to the student, because when they can start writing, I strongly believe that definitely their thought process will change, their language skills will change, and ultimately the content will change. That is going to help them a lot. So quickly, I want to hear you from you, Madhu sir. How useful platform called Edgum to students, community, and teachers?
Sure, definitely it is very useful, sir. I talked to my management and principal and let you know within a week because students are writing examinations, mid examinations and final end examinations are going on. So after completion of examinations, definitely I will inform you regarding this. This helps a lot, no doubt in that, because students need this kind of programs. They need to enhance their communicative skills and language skills, whatnot, all kinds of abilities they need to develop. For that, this kind of platform is most essential. I definitely encourage this kind of programs to initiate a colleges like our college, Shivani. And my management principal is also very soft, and they definitely encourage this kind of things. I will let you know within 15 days regarding this kind of programs. You
Thank
please
you.
keep
Thank
in
you so
touch
much.
with me. I shall be in touch with you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We want to collaborate with the engineering college, sir, because we take every responsibility. We evaluate their articles. We are going to generate certificate for them, and we want to help the students community also to grow better, to face the interviews
Definitely.
and all that. And let us hear from the participants, sir. Sir,
Oh, sure, sir.
can you find any of your colleagues or students are there in the? I mean,
Yes, mostly.
we want to hear from the participant. Anybody, we can share your feedback. How is this program? How useful is it? Yes, sir. Yes, Babu.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. We can
Am I
hear you,
audible,
sir.
sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
thank you very much,
Yes, Babu.
Venkatesh garu. You have been doing a wonderful job. Just I have listened to you, and just I have watched your slides. It's a wonderful job. It's very, very important for students community. Nowadays, there are so many students. At the same time, there are so many opportunities, but most of the students don't have skills. It's the very pertinent point today. But who will guide? It's a question mark. But some of the teachers are coming forward, just like Mr. Madhukumar, who is associate professor and head of the department of BSNH department of Shivani College, who is my close friend and associate in Srikakulam. I am A. Srinivas Babu, associate professor and HOD of Miracle Engineering College, Bhogapuram. So I am in journey, that's why I'm unable to turn my video. So since I have been listening to you since the beginning of this particular online presentation, interview skills, it's very, very important for the students. Besides subject knowledge, it's very, very important for them. At the same time, who has been initiating all these things in Lundy College, who is my learned colleague and friend, Dr. Haribabu Garu. You see, he has been doing very nice feat on this particular thing. So, sir, we to collaborate with you, definitely. I will talk to our management and higher authorities, principal and the dean about this particular event, definitely. And a few of our students also joined this webinar, sir. Already they are on this particular platform. So, Mr. Madhukumar has said, rightly pointed out many things, though there are some technical glitches, even though he presented the things very well. He's very much audible and his presentation is lucid clear. So it's better share this particular PPT to all the students. Definitely they will get something. And I request you to conduct a few more online webinars on this particular issue, because if you take many companies come forward, simply they say that students don't have skills. How can we take them into our companies? Because students have many other avocations. They don't know what is the career, how can build up the career. So I request you to conduct a webinar on career building. That is also most important besides interview skills, because they don't know what is the career and how can they stand on their legs, sir. So thank you very much. With this, I will conclude. Thank you very much for your nice presentation and your support to Madhu sir. Madhu sir has given nice presentation. Thank you very much, Madhukumar Garu, for your wonderful presentation this nice evening.
Thank you, Mr. S. Babu. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. You are the one of the best friends of mine and associates, no doubt in that. Thank you, Mr. Venkatesh Garu.
Thank you. Thanks.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
May I know, sir, thank you, A. Babu Garu, for staying
My
till the end,
principal,
and
sir.
even though you're traveling,
Sir, my principal,
you
sir,
shared
sir.
your feedback. Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
sir.
A.
Thank
Babu
you,
Garu.
Venkatesh sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We want to collaborate with your college very soon, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sir, Venkatesh sir, my principal, sir, Dr. Y. Srinivasrao is online.
Oh,
sir, good evening,
nice
sir.
to meet you, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Good.
Good evening, sir. Madhukumar Garu and the organizer Venkatesh Garu. So today's session is a very motivated and lucid presentation by our head of the department, Sri Madhukumar Garu, associate professor and head of the department Humanities and Basic Sciences of Sri Shivani College of Engineering. And on behalf of Shivani College of Shivani Group of Colleges management, staff and students. I convey my gratitude to EdGroom organizers for arranging this webinar in this grand manner, and also I congratulate our colleague and good friend Sri Madhukumar Garu for his lucid presentation about interview skills. Very nice presentation, sir. All the tips, all the matter what the student is required to go for interview, he has elaborately given. This PPT definitely, if a student go through this PPT, it is very much helpful to the students to grab their jobs when they are appearing for the interview. Definitely, from the management side, or I and Madhukumar sir will ask about to collaborate with your whatever organization to go for to conduct this kind of webinars or any other programs like career building and etc. for the development of the students or for the benefit of the students. Very thankful to you, sir. And Madhukumar garu, very great and
Thank you very much, sir.
thank you, sir, for your
So
lucid
kind of you, sir,
presentation.
for thank you very much. So kind of you for your great presence in this what you call presentation, sir, webinar.
No, sir,
I'm
no,
very
sir.
much
This is
I'm-
our duty, and my friend presenting this webinar
Thank you.
means it is our pleasure to see, sir. No, thank
Dear-
you for the
dear-
organizers.
Through Venkatesh sir, one second. Through our principal, sir, I convey my regards and thanks and respects to our great management also, who have been supporting a lot all the time and encouraging a lot by conducting this kind of programs. And thank you very much to our principal, sir, especially for the past 1.5 hours. He has been with us in this program. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Srinivas Garu. Definitely, sir, we want to collaborate with your college because we have created a platform for the students community, sir. So let
Yes,
us all
sir.
build, collaborate, and let us all make this platform more useful to the students community. Thank you, Srinivas Garu, for joining.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. So we want to listen from other Munikumar ma'am. Can you share your feedback? You are also there from the beginning.
Yeah, sure.
Ma'am. Anybody else want to share your feedback about the session? Is it useful? What is the one thing that you learned from the presentation? Anything, any feedback? Munukur ma'am, are you there, ma'am? Are any student of the sir? Anybody?
Good evening, sir. I am Sandana Kumari,
Yes.
sir.
Ma'am, hello,
It
ma'am.
is very informative, sir. Now,
Thank you.
today only I understand whatever things, so many things it is in interview. I very happy, sir. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
So,
Thank
thank you,
is
sir.
from Tamil Nadu, sir. She joined from Tamil Nadu.
So
Yes,
thank you
Tamil
very much,
Nadu,
ma'am.
Puducherry, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Near
you,
to
madam.
Puducherry, Marakanam. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you.
She
Thank you
attended
very much,
every
madam,
webinar.
for your presence.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
So
you,
kind of
sir.
you.
Yes. Kajal, ma'am.
Patience
Can you
listening.
share your feedback, ma'am?
Good evening, everyone. I am Kajal. I am a school teacher. Thank you, Madhukumar sir, for your insightful webinar on interview skills.
Thank you, madam.
I want to share my thoughts on the webinar. I have attended interview skills. This session was very truly enlightening. I gained valuable insights and techniques. Surely this interview skills webinar will help me in my future interviews, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you,
Thank you.
Venkatesh sir. Thank you, Madhukumar sir.
Thank you,
Thank
Amma.
ma'am.
Thank you very much.
And Munikar, ma'am. Munukumar gar, are you there, ma'am?
Yes, sir, I am here.
Yeah. Munukumar, ma'am. Okay. Maybe she is busy. Any student, we want to listen from the students, sir. Are these your students, sir?
Yes, sir, mostly I think.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Kaushalya. Yeah. Who is that?
Good evening. Good evening.
Krishna Pratap gar. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I am from
Mister?
Shivani College, sir.
Yeah, Krishna Pratap. Come on, go ahead.
Sir,
Thank you.
this session is very useful to us, sir.
Thank you.
Our respected HOD, sir, Madhukumar, sir, is giving his best, sir.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
right.
Thank
So,
you.
Krishna Prasad,
Thank
Krishna Pratap,
Sir.
please make sure that you are implementing all the things that you have learned from the session. That
Yes,
is
sir.
the completeness of the session because Sir has given you wonderful tips on interviews because our future lies in the way how you face interview, right? Whatever the salary, that's what I said, sir. Some companies are ready to pay 1 crore rupees, 2 crore rupees, even 2,000 rupees. Everything
sir.
based on they never travel with you for long for 4 years, but they have just seen you for 5 minutes. They
Yes,
have
sir.
just seen you for 15 minutes. How they're deciding how effectively you need to present yourself. So ultimately, our life largely depends on how you present yourself. So this
Thank
is a very important skill. All of us should learn. Even the teachers also need to learn this skill because we also need to attend some of the what called interviews with other colleges. We need to convince them in the given time because the people who want to hire, they don't have too much time to spend with us. So they give us 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Within that, we need to say a point and you grab the job. So if you can follow meticulously all the points mentioned by Madhu sir, I think nobody can stop us. So anybody else want to share one last one? Anyone? Or else we can wind up this program because sir has spared a lot of time with us. Sorry, sir, we wasted your Sunday.
No, sir, it's my privilege. No, sir.
So
I always feel very much privileged.
yeah, thank you
to
so
be
much,
here.
sir.
Honor
So,
also. Sir, my
yes.
last request to you.
Yes, sir.
Could you please provide certificates, sir, because it's most important.
Definitely, we give certificates, sir. We give certificates.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
because we give certificates, sir, and as a token of love, also we want to send you a book, also, sir. Because
Thank you.
because the people like you, we should treasure. People like
Thank
you
you.
require encouragement and appreciation, applause,
No,
so that
definitely.
yes, sir, your effort will make a lot of difference. Thank you so much, Madhu, sir. Please share
Thank
the
you very much.
PPT with us, sir. We'll upload in Edboom so that it will benefit a lot of people.
Definitely. I share
yes,
right
sir.
now itself to your WhatsApp number.
Thank you, sir. And we want
Once
to
again,
collaborate
from
with
the
your department.
bottommost part of my heart, I express my gratitude, thanks, and how can I express? I don't know. You have given me this wonderful opportunity to share my views regarding. Thank you very much, Jai Hind. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
So much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. So we thank all the people who joined the today's session, and please join us on 22nd December. We want to celebrate National Mathematics Day with a lot of interesting topic. 3 speakers are joining that day, and we request all the people please join that day. Let us all celebrate the mathematics. Thank you so much all for once again joining.
Please share the link, sir. Please share the link.
Sure, sir. We definitely will share the link, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Have a nice day, sir. Thank you.
Right, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is all from my side. Let us meet on 22nd December at 6 p.m. with another interesting session on mathematics. We are going to present you very good speakers on the topic. One speaker is joining all the way from US, one is from Bangalore, another one from Vizag. They're all expert in the domain. They're all going to share the knowledge of mathematics, how it is going to shape our future. So let us all see you on next Sunday at 6 p.m. Thank you so much once again.